Good morning and welcome to LGBT News Northwest. Today we're going to be telling you about a new zine created by a group called Afternoon Tea. Welcome Alex, welcome Ali. So who exactly are Afternoon Tea?
Well, Afternoon Tea are a group of young trans people, which means transgender, so people who don't feel comfortable with the bodies and genders that they were born into, who meet regularly in Manchester.
Right, okay. Sorry, why did you decide to create a zine then?
Well, we felt that there wasn't a lot of positive information out there for young people who might be exploring their gender, and that it was really important to sort of have a resource that was really positive, friendly, accessible for young people and their friends and families to be able to talk more about these issues.
Great, okay. So how did your project work then?
Well, it was a really sort of homegrown project. We worked together as a group and drew bits and pieces, different people wrote things, and then basically put it all together to make this zine.
Right, okay, so let's have a look at the zine then. So, the genderbread person here, that's quite interesting. Ali, can you explain that to me?
Womanness, manness, masculine, feminine, femaleness, maleness, men, males, masculine, women, females, femininity.
So your gender identity then, and your gender expression, can you tell me what the difference between those two are?
Your gender identity is like the gender that you identify as, whether you identify as male or female or neither or both.
Yeah.
Whereas your gender expression, just because you identify as male doesn't mean you can't be like into the girlier things.
So your gender expression is about things that you do and the way you make yourself look and the way you behave, and your gender identity is about how you feel you are.
Yeah.
And so your biological sex, that's about your body.
Yeah, that's what you're born.
Okay. And then who you're attracted to, is that part of your gender identity as well?
No. I don't really know how to explain this.
It's basically kind of separate. Your gender identity is how you feel about yourself, and who you're attracted to is how you feel about other people.
Yeah.
So obviously, your gender identity has something to do with it in that if you're a man who fancies other men, then you're gay. If you're a woman who fancies men, then you're straight.
Right.
But at the same time, you're two completely separate things. So you could be a trans person and be gay, straight, bi, pan, whatever.
Okay, I think I'm beginning to understand then. Let's have another look then. So, I like this page about coming out actually. So why is coming out so important?
It kind of gives you an idea of how to come out even to yourself or then to other people. So it's like a support page if you understand what I mean.
Yeah, so can coming out be difficult for people then?
Yeah, especially if it's coming out as being trans, people could be so accepting of the LGBT community because it's a lot more well known. Whereas the trans community you don't normally know that many trans people.
Yeah, I can understand there's a lot less knowledge about it, isn't there? Yeah, okay. Well, that's really interesting then. So, let's see. So, what if I'm not male or female then? Can you explain that a bit more for me?
Well, it can be taken in different ways. Like there's bi gender where you can feel for a period of time, or if you feel male, like you have a period of time where you feel male.
Right.
But it's never at the same time.
Okay.
It's always at separate times. It can go on for days, weeks, months, that type of thing, depending on who you are. Then there's gender neutral where you feel neither.
Right. Okay.
But it's how you identify with yourself.
I see. So it looks like there's a lot of different gender identities than just male or female then. So really you can kind of be both or neither or both at the same time or different ones at different times. Is that right?
Yeah.
So there's kind of no limits on this. That's really interesting. So where can young people go then if they want more help with these kinds of issues? Yeah, we've got a page at the back. So this guide has been made by a group of trans young people that attend a youth group called Afternoon Tea. They meet on the 2nd and 4th Sunday of the month from 1 till 3 p.m. at the Joyce Leyland LGBT Centre in Manchester, and they are open to new members, anybody aged 14 to 25 who is trans or questioning their gender identity. If you want more info, you can always contact us on transyouth@lgbtynw.org.uk. That's really interesting. Thanks very much for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.